So let's turn off the air condition first. It's making too much noise here. Anyway guys, this is a new video related to the Nokia one. Actually I wore this red one just to match the profile. So we have seen this review of this phone, a sort of, that will just decide whether you should buy this phone or not. So do check the unboxing and the review. So what's left? I was planning for some speed test, but I withdrawn that plan. Doesn't make sense 1 GB to compare with the least one, 3 or 4 GB. Obviously those phones are going to beat this phone in every aspect. So I'm going to do some kind of durability test for this phone from various angles or various aspects, you can say. Now what brought me to do this thing, I'm really a huge Windows fan too. I am still carrying the 4 phones, so these all phones are at least 4 to 5 years old, except this one, which is I believe 3 years old. And this is the first phone, the 520 is almost 5 years old, still working great. So all of these phones are resembling most of the properties with this latest Nokia one, the polycarbonate shell and the display form factor, 4.5 inches to 5 inches. So how about the Nokia one durability? Is the company is using same kind of material that they are using a long back in their old Windows phone? This is what we are going to do. So what are all things we are going to see in this video? So I'm going to start this test, the durability test of this Nokia one, with a scratch test. So I'm just going to take the usual knives that we use to carry in the phone, and some usual tests with some kind of different crap materials, iron materials. Then I hope everything is going to fine, because companies hasn't said like it is having Gorilla Glass protection or not. We will verify that. I don't have more scale, so I can't tell you about that. Basically check on other channels. Then later on we will go and try some bend tests. Let's see how durable this phone is. I carried this phone in very crowded places on my backpack, so this phone still survived. This 520 still working in great order. So let's see whether this phone bends or not. Then everything works fine. That means if the phone is still working, we will do some drop tests, just usual height. I'm not going to drop it 1,000 feet or 15 feet. Obviously the phone won't survive. Just a usual height. You are talking, you are a tall guy, maybe 6 feet tall. We will drop some usual 6 feet height. I'm 5 feet 7 inches, so 6 feet should be okay. But if this phone does survive all these things, so it should be great. Bye, let's get started. So this is your Nokia one, completely beautiful, still working great. No sign of scratches and damage so far. Start off with the shell first. So that's a beautiful phone, and yep, after a few years you will see some kind of minor scratches here and there. So let's keep this thing aside. I'm going to use my unboxing knife as always, and I'm going to use a slicer knife. This is used to just cut off the bone pieces, and this is a very nice Bergner knife. So do check my cooking channel. Yes, I cook also. So here we go, starting off 3 2 1. So since this is polycarbonate, you can easily see there is a visible marks here. So this Nokia logo is beneath to this, so you can easily, even if you just try, you can, this is under the, it's completely printed, sticked here properly, so you can't remove them easily. So looks fine. Speaker grill, there is nothing, a small bit of paper, you can easily damage it, as you can see. And rest all, this is your camera lens, even though it has a very small tiny camera, but you can just remove it here like that. So it is inside that, so little bit of protection is there, but still not getting scratches very easily, just as you can see, it's fine. Otherwise buttons are plastic, you can easily take those pieces out, as you can see. Now I'm trying out this slicer knife. This is very sharp, you can see it scratches a lot. So yes, you can make fine scratches, and couple of them can be wiped off easily, but not all of them. So yes, but this plastic is durable. I'm just not taking too much chances, so strong. So here we go, plastic buttons can be chipped off easily. So you can see those colorful materials here. You can actually cut those plastic out like that. So let's start with the screen and see. It's rubbing in a usual way. So far no scratches. I guess you can hear it. Let's clean it a little bit and see whether we have got any scratches or not. So yep, so far no scratches. This is just some hand mark. You can easily wipe it off. No scratches at all. So let's try out this bigger knife. So this is something strange, powerful knife. No scratches at all. It looks durable. I did not got any scratches. So this is very strong knife. Let me show you. It's not easy. We used to cut out chicken with that. So very strong knife. So pretty much you can just do it that way. Again, trying in new angle. So as you can see, the screen is perfectly fine. Okay guys, so that was fine. That was some knife test. How about this thing here? I got bunch of screws here. So as you can see, those are very strong and shiny ones. So this is something odd. Keep this thing out. These all are similar places, very sharp. Putting my phone here facing that screen. Okay, so here we go. Oh, actually the phone it came out of the case, so no problem. Still, let's see whether we have got any scratches or not. So this is some part of magnet. All right, here we go. See we have got any scratches or not. So no, still it's shiny. There is no scratches at all, as you can see. Perfectly great. Trying on this back side. How about this time? So this is actually magnet, as you can see. It's just some sort of magnet. Yep, it sticks here. So again, no visible scratches at all. It is perfectly fine. So looks like glass is very strong. I didn't see any kind of scratches, as you can see closely. There is no single scratches at all. It's perfectly fine. So how about some increasing some stuff here? Add some more bigger screws. So those are very sharp too. Trying one more time. Final scratch test. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It just came off. Those are very hard. Just scratches. So far it lives up the Nokia name of this scratch proof thing. So yep guys, this is completely scratch proof. I believe it should be Gorilla Glass 2 or 3 some sort of, because just a tiny scratch I can see here. Even that is yeah, there's a tiny scratch there at the top of it, as you can see. I don't think so you can easily see it, because I cannot even see it clearly. So alright, this is completely scratch proof. So back is okay, you can just swap it back. You will get that very cheap, just $2 to $3 back cases. So no problem with that. You can just, materials are just coming out if you just rub with knife. So moving ahead for the bend test. So we will try for the bend test and see. So first I will bend from that angle. So the phone is flexing, the case is coming out, you can see. It's very hard. I'm just trying. It's very solid. 3, 2, 1. It's very durable. Let's see whether we got any flex or not. No flex at all, just 1 or 2 degrees, very minimal, just to this angle. Otherwise it's okay. See, this is very battery is coming out from that angle, but still it is not breaking off. You should not try with that. 3, 2, 1. God, I'm getting pain here, but still very durable. Unable to bend it, so you can see it's completely safe. No need to just try one more time. It is completely safe. So it's great. It's bend proof, it's scratch proof. Now it is time to do some kind of drop test. Let's get started. So guys, this is your Nokia One survived the scratch test and the bend test. Still I got pain in my fingers here. So time to do some kind of drop test. So, as I mentioned, I'm going to do some usual so as I mentioned earlier, we are going to do some usual drops from standard heights. You're taking your phone out, you dropped it, and some head height too. So those are the two main reason situations where you may broke your phone. So starting off with the waist height of the 3 feet. So I'm going to drop my phone using this waist height, face down. 3, 2, 1. Came apart. So putting back, trying from face down. All right, 3, 2, 1. So that's funny, this thing is just coming out each time. So probably that means this thing is going to take a lot of impact distributed between the case versus the phone, because this thing is just coming out. So anyway, trying again. Here we go. Keep this thing aside. This side, headphone jack side. 3, 2, 1. Just checking my camera. Came out this time too. So now I'm going to drop facing the screen from the waist height. Let's see. I'm really hoping up to waist height the phone should survive the screen side. So let's take a look. Adjusting the light a little bit here. So now it should be fine. I'm going to drop my phone facing the screen. Let's see. So here we go. Moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. So we have got a crack on this top side, as you can see, but still the phone is working. The screen got cracked, but still it is working great. And other than that, there is no visual damage. So I'm sure if I'm going to drop it beyond 10 feet, so this thing is going to completely shatter. Anyway, let's give it a try and see how far this thing is going to survive. So I'm just going to take the maximum 6 feet height like that. Let's get started. So Nokia, you break it. Working fine from this head height. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Wow. So screen got completely cracked from the top side. Still it is working. I mean, digitizer is still not broken, so phone is still working super great. I need to go and check for some replacement. So fine. Let's drop facing this screen side and see whether this phone is going to survive or not. So far still working great. So final test, dropping facing the screen. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, oh man. So this is completely broken. You can see the spider webs, long of spider webs here, but the phone is working. All the angles it is working. So guys, what do you think? So do you pass this phone as a durable phone? So I would say it is a survivor, not the perfect durable phone. Even in case you see any kind of drop test, once there are so many situations you can see if the phone screen is cracked, so the screen stops responding in most of the cases, but here the screen is still working. That means digitizer is still okay, just the front screen panel is cracked. I believe it's not going to take more than $10 to get this thing fixed. I will see what is the cost in the Nokia repair center. Anyway, so what is the suggestion? So on the back side, it's fine, it's a plastic one. Even though if you get a scratches, you can easily swap the new case on it. Those are very cheap, just $6 to $7. This back sell cases, you can easily get that on online from a lot of places. Regarding the screen, you can just apply a good temper glass, any sort of just a $1 $2 temper glass, that should just work fine and save your screen. So not going to do the water test because the screen is got some major cracks, so water is going to get inside from that angle, so doesn't make sense to try the waterproofing test. Phone is going to eventually be dead and at the end. So that's a sort of mix torture test for this phone. Hope you guys did enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more updates, more videos like that. This is Saurabh and catch you guys very soon. Till then, have a great day.